Good morning. It's 9:40 a.m. It is July 27th. It's Thursday morning. Good morning, TIs, targeted individuals. I'm back here making another video. I just got back from the courthouse. I dropped off some of the forms. I have to use the weekend to complete the other forms, which, the big stack. There's quite a few people that are going to be getting served with the domestic orders. What I did today was I filled out the civic harassment orders. I realized I thought they were one of the same thing, but they're two separate forms. They kind of serve the same purpose, but one is for if a person is related to you, and then one is for if they're not related to you. So the ones where they're related to you is super thick, right? So I got to get busy on that. But I completed the civil harassment ones, and so I'm moving on with that. I had to do it, and the reason why I had to do it is because after 1,000 some odd videos, and then being completely harassed and followed everywhere I went, and dealing with emotional, financial, and everything else abuse, and then having to worry about having to encounter people that I don't want to deal with, that are abusers, it has taken its toll on me. So I just basically decided to go that route and just can constantly stick with it. It's not that, I've thought of it before, but I felt like I was going to give people enough time to figure out I don't want anything to do with this. And maybe it was because I didn't know that my ex-boyfriend Bruce was involved in this. I mean, I figured he was a part of it a little bit, because if you're in gang stalking, everybody's in your business. But I kept thinking, okay, maybe it was my ex-husband, maybe it was this singer person. And then when I found out this is the whole thing, completely emotionally annihilated, just disturbed as hell, I think it becomes from knowing that this was done in secrecy. That's the shocking part. I was a young girl in my 20s, and I had a child, and they were conspiring among Bruce's family about what they were going to do and leaving me out of the equation. And so when I probably ended up getting married to Joel, or when I got back together with Joel, those two times, right? They were probably pissed off and mistreating me, and then the rumors were circulating that I was some sort of adulteress, when I had no idea that there was some sort of agreement, and that these people didn't know what the definition of marriage was. So I went through hell, okay? And you can see that I feel like I'm going to start crying right now because I'm so disturbed by the whole thing. Because, I understand that the kind of families that do this to a certain people are abusive. And it disturbs me. I'm disturbed by it. And like I said, it doesn't, some people say, well, that's your family, you can forgive them. No, I can't, because I don't know them. They had a secret life that was, completely withheld from me, I didn't know. And so these people are completely different. I can't deal with it. So I'm cutting ties. And I know a lot of people don't understand. For example, there's still people who think, well, how come you don't, they still don't understand how is it that I don't want to have sex with somebody. If you're coming from an incestuous family, and incest is a violation against a person's rights, it's very much like rape, okay? Now, mind you, those things happened when I was a kid, right? But the fact that these people are so grabby, and the things that they do shows me, it shows that this is a part of they would rape you if they had the ability to. This is what I'm saying, that their logic, if I have to constantly explain why I don't want to, I'm grossed out by it. I felt violated by it. I did not like it. I think it's gross. And then you're trying to force me into some sort of relationship I'm supposed to uphold, when that's impossible for me to do. Bruce and I aren't married. Whatever. I can't get involved with the illogical reasoning, and I'm traumatized. You can't even believe. I had another one of my nights where I went to bed and didn't go to sleep till 5 o'clock, and I woke up this morning to go to the courthouse. I think it's because both nights that I had this issue, I had to go to the courthouse the very same day, the next day, whatever. And this is taking its toll on me. because I want to make sure I never see these people ever again. Like it's just, it's too much. It's too much. So anyway, so I've been thinking a lot about this whole issue, you know, where I'm at right now. And here's the thing, you know, I don't feel as though there's any reason for me to be in Bakersfield. Like, I feel like my name has been completely thrashed. It's been thrashed everywhere, and I didn't deserve it, you know. And I just feel as though the environment here is just something that I would like to get away from. I don't want to be here anymore. And I need to, you know, I want to keep doing with my writing thingy, but I'm in a situation where people are putting pressure on me, which they have no right to. Putting pressure, you hurry up, you need to do this. I don't need to answer to anyone, but I do need to answer to myself. And I do understand that I have deadlines to face, okay? Trying to get clients and stuff like that, that's something that's going to take a very long time. And I want to do that, but I also feel like I need to be open to, I'm at a crossroad here. You know what I mean? Right now, my main thing is I need to feel safe. I need to feel protected from further abuse. And I don't want to be abused anymore. I don't want people thinking, oh, I'm that's his wife, or I broke up a couple, or I cheated on somebody, because it's not true. It's not true. You know, and after being a victim of something like this for a very long time, you know, I can't deal with these people. I think that my brother-in-law, my ex-brother-in-law, Jeff, had a lot to do with this. And my family, I want to tell you a little bit about my ex-blood relations. They've always never understood me. They would look at my actions and think that, and they would try to make up stories or try to base it off of what I was doing, trying to figure me out. And they were always wrong. Like, I remember there was a time where I was imitating this scene that I got this little, I think it was a Fred Flintstone thingy. It was with a little Fred Flintstone doll, okay? And this is silly, okay? But it was a Fred Flintstone doll, and I was imitating the cartoon, you know, the Flintstones. There was a scene where they threw Fred Flintstone across the wall or the whatever, because they were saying something about they wanted Barney, right? They were whatever. And so my mom thought that I was being ungrateful for the Fred Flintstone. And I was actually, and I tried to explain to her, but she always tells the story like it was from her perspective. And I was like, we don't understand each other. We don't understand each other. Even though that's something small, we are on two different pages. Like, I honestly do not like my family at all. At all. And after this, it's like, it just sends terror to me. It's like I'm terrorized by them. I'm disturbed by them. Like, they would literally force me into some sort of, it's not even a marriage, okay, but this relationship with Bruce, and then didn't tell me, and then wanted to spread gossip and lies about me as if I'm some sort of adulteress. I mean, you know, based on their ignorance, because I'm not married. And that disturbs me so much. And then it disturbs, I don't know if people knew the whole story, but if people were basing it off of maybe what my family thought, I don't know. I don't know. I constantly wonder through my mind what exactly happened, but the more I think about it, the more just sick and disturbed I'm getting. So anyway, so next week I have to go back to the courthouse, and this weekend I will be filling out the rest of the forms. But I have decided to try to take steps to leave Bakersfield. And so, yes, I am going to look for work. I don't really want to work like full. I mean, well, I don't know. We'll see. You know, I just whatever happens. I don't know what to do. But I do hope that Karen has cleared my name. I don't want. The main reason for these restraining orders is, number one, I don't want to have any interaction with these people. And stalking needs to stop. Like, I've said it so many times. Like, how many times do I need to tell you? It's like insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again, hoping for a different reaction. Okay? I kept saying, do not bother me at work. Do not make your presence known at work. Do not make people say things, you know, whatever. But they think it's funny. And it's like, I'm disturbed by what these people are, and it's going to set off alarms with me. So it's always going to have the same reaction. I will never feel safe with these people. I will never feel comfortable. I will never think it's okay. I'm not okay with it. I'm not okay with it. And obviously the law says I have the right to feel that way. And I'm really not. So Bakersfield, to me, I like the shopping. It's convenient. I've become used to it. But, you know, it just got to the point where, you know, you guys destroyed my life, basically. Karen Johnson helped people. And, you know, and it's like, it's not me trying to put the blame on anybody. I take full responsibility for my life. You know, like when I had my child, I was being responsible. I took the initiative to get a job and do the best I could, okay, based on what I had. So it's not like I asked anybody for anything. I wanted to be responsible on my own, okay? And so I don't, you know, I get the feeling like my brother Rashawn, I don't want anything to do with this, man, at all. And when, as a matter of fact, the very first restraining order I'm going to be working on is his, because he's the one who got me into all of this issue. And it's his, I don't know what's wrong with him. He's very skewed logic. Like, he seems to think that, I don't know if he's the head of the household, or that me being over the age of 18 doesn't matter, or maybe he thinks that, you know, I don't know. Maybe because when I was younger, I did do some stupid things. Maybe he thinks, well, Maria doesn't know anything, but I do know enough. I know a lot. You know what I mean? And I know right from wrong. And this was wrong. Okay? No, I'm not going to allow myself to be stuck with Bruce Collins. That man is an evil being. And so is the rest of his family. And I don't want anything to do with it. Okay? And I don't want to see any of the people I used to know. You know? That I'm really disturbed and I'm upset with Karen Johnson for letting this happen. So anyway, but I believe that it was in full swing long before Karen Johnson came into the picture, because I came here to Bakersfield, I think in 2000, got a job, and then, yeah, I mean, Karen Johnson didn't listen to me when I was explaining it. I don't want anything to do with Terry Collins or Jennifer Collins or Bruce Collins. You know what I mean? After figuring out what these people did over at the Farmer's Place, you know, oh, hell no. I really don't want anything to do with these people. And I think that in my family's mind, they keep thinking, well, you know, there's a bond there. Okay, I'm going to tell you there is no bond there. Okay, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I don't know you. I don't know you. Finding out that this is who you really are, watching me go through this, sitting there, not taking responsibility for, allowing it to happen, then being the people who forced this issue in the first place, I want nothing to do with you. Okay? But Karen Johnson, I do need your protection. So I need to be able to relocate freely wherever I need to go. You know, and I don't want to be a burden to anybody. I don't want to deal with anybody. I don't want to see anybody. I just want to be like I'm literally just sick and tired of what you guys did. Seriously. And so that's pretty much where I'm at. You know what I mean? It's not something that, when you're in this situation, it's not something you can just say, hey, I'm going to make this decision and go off and do it. Because you don't know. You've dealt with the multiple people putting like little obstacles in your path, doing things to contrary to what you're saying. You've dealt with it so many times, year after year after year, because this has been happening since the Farmer's Place, leaving the Farmer's Place. So it's like, I need people to understand, I have a life to live. Okay, and I'm probably thinking maybe I might live maybe 5-7 more years at that. And I don't ever want to have to deal with that shit again. You've caused me entirely too much problems. Too much. Okay? I don't want anything to do. There's nothing enduring about somebody who puts you in a situation that makes you feel like you're being raped. Okay? And then also somebody who puts you in a situation that, you know, you're subjecting yourself to racial harassment. That's racial harassment. What happened to the Farmer's Place? That was racial harassment. I told Steve Murray about my hair. I tried to have several conversations about my hair. Leave my hair alone. Don't fucking talk about it. And he said, oh, he thought I was kidding. I wasn't kidding. I don't need people pointing out my hair. It's racist. It's like calling you the N-word multiple times. No, I don't forgive it. So anyway, and see, the reason why they feel like every time I'm trying to stand up for myself that I'm trying to win a fight. I'm not trying to win a fight. I'm trying to clear the path so I can go on with the rest of my life, what's left of it, in peace. You know what I mean? And I don't have anybody there to say, they're never going to bother you again, Maria. They're gone. They're dead. I want them dead, really. They're never going to hurt you again. They're never going to make, you know, sit there and put you on blast at work. They're not going to sit here and bully you at work. I mean, I want a life without these people. And that, I never made an effort to keep in contact with Bruce constantly, or Jennifer constantly, or I never even contact. I mean, really. And to be put in this situation, it's just like it's emotionally annihilating. Really, it is. So anyway, today I am still working on my assignment, but I also need to look for work too, because I have a requirement, and also I need to do something. Because like I said, getting clients, and also I want to tell you another thing that I'm running into. Now, this course that I'm taking, it's great because I do write well, okay? But another issue is the different programs that are used in this sort of line of work are vast. And they can vary from different company to company or whatever. So it's a matter of, I can't be unrealistic. I'm being open to whatever possibility there is. And it puts me in a very negative spot, but what can I do? You know what I mean? I'm feeling like, well, if I do this, is somebody going to think that they're entitled and they're going to sit there and like block me? I don't need people blocking me at 52 years old. I don't need people fucking with my shit or messing with me or trying to, I don't need that. And no, I don't. I don't want a relationship with you guys, period. I don't want to see you guys. I don't want to talk to you. Don't talk to me through another person. Leave me the fuck alone. Okay, and this is one of the reasons why I found, and like I said, if I hear somebody say something stupid, expect it. I mean, I'm literally going to just tear these people apart. I do not want any contact with you at all. And I don't ever want to see my brother again. I don't care what fucking happens to him. To me, he's nothing more than a goddamn rapist, which I had said before. And Karen Johnson seems to think that, she takes things so lightly. Why would you? That's the other part that makes it feel like rape. Really. The very fact that it goes in one ear and out the other when a woman's begging for her life, please, I can't do this. It's disturbing me. Oh, I'm just not hearing it. Blah, 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 blah. It doesn't matter. Oh, she can forgive. No, I will not forgive them. I'm sorry, but I get really emotional when I think about this whole thing. Very emotional. But anyway, what am I doing today? Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing. I got to look for work, and I also have to, that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm trying to take baby steps. Then tomorrow, I will go ahead and finish up my project that I'm doing for my work assignment, my assignments, the little assignments that I'm doing. And then this weekend, I'm going to have to do all those restraining orders, those domestic restraining orders. I don't want anything to do with you guys. Do not think for 1 minute that I ever want to see you guys. And don't think that I'm making this up. If I see any of you guys, I will call the cops. I don't want to deal with you. Ever. Ever. Okay? I'm disturbed. Disturbed that you guys are so like Neanderthal in your thinking, and so like, ugh, God, I can't tell you. Like, this is what's keeping me up at night. This is what's disturbing me. This is what's caused me to have the breakdown. And it's very typical for people who've been stalked. And see, I think my brother Rashawn and Jeff and everything, they hate me so much. They hate me for whatever. Okay. In their mind, they're always thinking, well, she's just making an excuse. I would not make up an excuse like this. I couldn't possibly make up an excuse like this. Okay? You're responsible for destroying my life. Do you honestly think I would ever forgive you for that? I will not. You can't give me those years back. You can't. I don't recall Bruce ever, oh my God. Like, he doesn't own what I do. Okay? And I didn't, and this is not about me wanting to win a fight. It's about me having the right to my own life. And I don't know. I just want to get this stuff over with as soon as possible. Those packets are pretty goddamn thick, and it's unfortunate that I had to take it to this point, and then it's unfortunate that this happened to me in the first place. My mother should have told me what they were doing. She should have said something, and the thing is that everyone in my family always thought that because I was different, that they never listened to me. You know what I mean? Had I known this, I would have, oh my God, I would have said no. I would have not allowed myself to deal with those years of abuse. I would not have let it happen. I would have not let it happen. I could have had a better life. Anyway, so I'm going to wrap up this video. and I will get started on what I need to do. But I just want to come on here and let the targeted individual community know that, you know, sometimes you don't want to go through the court system. Sometimes the court system's corrupt. It could very well be corrupt. Okay. It's unfortunate, but you do what you have to do, you know, and I hope you guys stay safe. You know, it's literally like, it's so dangerous to live these days. I'm wrapping up this video. Take care.